Hey, what do you say, hole heads? Welcome to Taco Tuesday. Hey, it's time.
It's time,
Get
baby.
your head out of the hole. And
This is more important right
cheers
now.
to you. Ah, yes, indeed. Welcome to Taco Tuesday.
As good as it gets, baby.
And we're off and running. We got the usual stuff to get to, a couple of little additional things in here, but it's pretty much what you've come to expect from the Taco. First things first, congratulations to the Hurt family. In addition to the Hurt Locker, Caleb and Adrian welcomed Carter Lee into the fold. I think we have some photos of them doing just that, and I do love the fact that even in the birth photos from Caleb, he's still shilling the Big D hat, which I do love that. So anyway, and hang on for a second.
So where do you think this little guy is going to play his first?
Hang on. In my ear. Carter Lee Hurt is expected to max out by Valentine's Day. Okay, there you go. I think that answers the question you were just about to ask. But congratulations. But the burning question really is, what are Becky and Rex going to be referred to as? Because every family does it differently. Like my mother refused to be called Grandma.
Yeah, like Papa.
She was,
or,
I reached out.
Mama. Or
I reached out
Grandma.
to her. It's going to be Grandma and Grandpap.
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 All right.
So my mom was not going to be Grandma. She wanted to be Nana. So she's Nana.
Nana.
Okay. But I mean, there's a million squillion different ways to refer to your grandparents. And if you've got some unique ones, throw them in the comments. I'd love to see some of the difference. I grew up in Louisville, so I guess south of the Mason-Dixon line, it was grandmother and granddaddy. That's what we
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, with using their last names.
I've never thought about it. If I'm fortunate enough someday to be a grandparent, I haven't given my thought. Have you given any thought? If you're fortunate enough someday, maybe?
Just as long as it's not a-hole, I'll be fine. But no, but it is interesting. Everybody has kind of and I know it tends to be regional or depending upon what part of the country that you're in. But if you've got a unique one, I'd love, besides Grandma and Grandpa, I'd love to see that down in the comments. Which we will then review possibly next week. But Grandma and Grandpap and Caleb and Adrian and everybody in the Hurt Locker, congratulations. And if you got news like that to share, please do that. Taco at AmericanCornhole.com. He shot me a note and said, hey, are these taco worthy? And I was like, nah, I don't think so. Of course they are. So good stuff there, and congratulations. One other thing, is it hot in here to you? Are you warm?
Why? Are you
I
hot?
don't know. It's just, I feel like it's a little warm.
Here it comes, baby. Woo! What is that? Wiffle ball?
Shuffleboard. Champion. Ooh, sorry about that.
Yeah, a little extra exposure.
My bad.
In.
Look at that. Huh?
The fin.
Yeah, how about that? Thank you to Caressa.
Dude, that's awesome.
And Austin Kerr. And here's the beauty of it. I have this one. And then for more formal occasions.
Now, can you replay how this exactly
I have this one.
out? I mean, tell me how,
I'm not done talking
all
about
right,
it.
all right.
Yeah.
Tell me how this went down. I
formal
need to know
occasions,
the real story here. What happened?
There's a cursive version for my formal outings.
Oh, nice.
So there is that, two different designs. But thank you to Cressa. This basically comes from Medford. So I know TJ's watching. I know Darren's watching. And I know Candler's watching. The shuffleboard over at the hotel where we typically stayed in the bar, there's one of those long shuffleboard tables. And it's the only thing that apparently I know how to do.
Yeah, and you kicked?
And both years that we've been there, I've been on the winning teams each time. And this particular time, I think it was Candler and I just kept eating their lunch. And they're saying, well, it was a best 2 out of 3. Then you made it a best 3 out of 5, and then a best 5 out of 7, and a 9 out of 11, and everything else. And that was so you guys could try to get back into it, which you never did. So anyway, and Cressa and Austin were there, and they were laughing. And they're like, this is Candler's like, I think this is the only thing you can do. And I said, well, I need a jersey then. And she goes, well, we make jerseys. So I thought she was kidding, but here it is. Champion, baby. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this one.
I love it.
You're going to see my lifer
Look good in
jersey,
it, man.
my announcer jersey, and then I asked for black and gold, which makes perfect sense today.
I was just going to say, it's got a little Steeler color going.
Gotta love it. So anyway, thank you guys very much. I do love them both. And she's working with 2 different manufacturers, so that's why she sent me 2 different ones, see which one felt better or whatever. But anyway, very cool. So thank you guys. Appreciate that. And as always, it was just another added bonus to being in Medford, Oregon. Womp womp. I can't wait to see the texts I get after this. Anyway, one other reminder, Dallas, we had to cancel at AJ Sports Complex for this first major coming up in December because of a fire at the facility. I've not heard an update. Have you heard anything?
No, nothing new yet. We're still kind of looking for a space maybe to run something in maybe the February time slot. There will not be anything going on in December, I can tell you that.
Okay. But I mean, I haven't even heard of, have they assessed the damage and figured it out?
I haven't even heard any more on that. I know that the insurance crew came through and they're going through those bits and pieces. So, well, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. But just again, if you were planning on going to AJ Sports Complex in Dallas, that one has been canceled. And again, if we can reschedule that first of what would be 2 Dallas area majors, we will let you know. Again, our bag partners scrolling across the bottom, a handful of them featured up top, and of course over our shoulder, as always. Part of the lifeblood of what it is that we're doing, and we'll be thanking those of you who were out at the different tournaments this past weekend. Social media pieces, really cool stuff again from Kim Jackson. She's killing it, and I think everybody's kind of loving the highlighted feature. So make sure that whether you're watching us on the YouTube channel or on Facebook or wherever you're finding the content, share the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you're getting notified, and so on and so forth.
I mean, we talked about it last week too, Finn. I love the fact that with what Kim's doing now is what you suggested, somebody suggested, but we got into calling out the bag partners, you know, what they're winning with and stuff like that. So I think it's just another nice little touch.
Yeah, and the graphics that we'll probably put up tomorrow. We try to put them up the Wednesday after we've talked about them on the taco on Tuesday. The bag partner and the line, when we have the line, will be featured there as well. Just adding in that to the graphic. So if that's something that you want to print out and hold on to, it's a nice piece to have, and it's another nod to the bags that you are throwing. So also, when we get into the results of this week, we're going to have our first results from the Monster Big Blind draws. So we're going to have those coming up. And speaking of Monster, let's see I wonder if we're anywhere, if we've changed.
We got a few more people at the top of the totem pole, probably.
Yeah, Tony Franco Sr. still holding on, I think, alphabetically. In Georgia, Hop Johns, Indiana, Ryan Dennis. We're kind of right where we were. 3 maxed out, 2 with a couple to go. See Georgia, Missouri, Indiana, Kentucky in there. Let me go down into page 2 and see some other.
We'll close it in. I mean, we got 2 months left here.
Yeah, see what other states are in here. There's Missouri represented again. We mentioned Georgia. So, yeah, it's cool. And again, it's continuing to grab some traction and bring in exactly what we wanted to do, and that's bring more people into the game. So congratulations to those who are continuing. And like you said, the end of December wraps up season 2. And the changing in the pricing, as a reminder, was what? You want to go over that again?
We just we changed it from membership for this go around to winning a ticket into an entry into a major
upcoming.
And that basically was because a lot of people have already gotten their membership for season 21 here with the ACO. So we wanted to give them a prize that they could actually utilize in the second half of this season.
Right. And I mentioned the Monster Cornhole Big Blind Draw. That is the buy-in tournament, 50% payout. That's at 11 o'clock on Friday mornings now at all the majors. So we'll have those results for you here in just a moment. We'll climb into those here, as a matter of fact. Tupelo and Pocatello. We'll start with Pocatello. Candler was out there. Michael Mann and company were out there. And I think that they pretty much ran the entire thing. So congratulations to everybody that was out there. Wana Karash, how about that? She grabbed the women's division.
Did she really?
Right there. She was doing double duty. She was working the tournament, and she took first place in women's. Timmy Key takes the seniors division over Mike Worth. Brian McDonald took the juniors premier. We did not run a juniors challenger division. In co-ed doubles, it was Chandra Hammond and Karsten Morris. Karsten the younger with a K. Monty Forster, Chandra Hammond, Mark Hamm, and Karsten Morris the younger took the quads. And in the big blind draw, Chandra Hammond and Karsten Morris drew each other in the big blind draw. So that seems a little bit like a stacked deck, but they had to probably buy extra suitcases to get all the hardwood home. And in that monster big blind draw, Randy Zappala and Karsten Morris, the senior, the elder with a C, took down Mike Worth and Karsten Morris, the younger, to take the monster big blind draw. So congratulations to everybody in there. In world doubles, we did not run tier play. But it was Kevin Mesa and Hagen Lords over Carson Paramore and Jackson Robbins. In the world doubles, Timmy Key and Ian Stokel took third place. So nicely done there. And in world singles, tier 2, it was Ian Stokel. In tier 3, Curtis Lords. Tier 4, Mike Allred. Tier 5, David March. And in singles, it was Hagen Lords ends up at the top of the podium over Kevin Mesa. Jackson Robbins comes in third. Karsten the Younger takes fourth. Cole Paramore tied with Bryce McDonald for fifth. And Michael Mann and Jesse Avila tied for seventh. So some pretty cool results.
Some names out there.
Yeah, cool results coming out of Pocatello. And now we'll move on into, hang on, I want to make sure I say proper thank yous here as well. For Tupelo, this one had a full tilt Bozo crew working. LaBelle, Whitney, and Jacob were there. Clinton was there. Appreciate him.
Yeah.
He was all over the place to get from here, there, and everywhere. Clinton Bilo, appreciate that. Craig and Ashley Irvin, I believe, were there. Russell Tabers was there. CBC was on the stream on center court. BD Boards and Bags, CBC Elite 157 Bag Company Primetime Live, and IMF were all on premise right there. So there's plenty of bag partners there representing. So we'll get to the
this Tupelo one, Finn, is a pretty cool tournament too. I don't know if you're
the furniture market.
Yeah, I don't know if you're aware of this, but part of our deal is at this particular one, we've got a sponsor that's come on board and provides us with a free beer ticket for all the contestants. All they need to do is buy into to get their beer ticket. They just buy into the luck of the draw that Friday night. But it's awesome. The pricing is outstanding too.
Yeah, this is the best beer price, best food.
The food is amazing. So once again, Tupelo is a top 5 ACO major.
Well, and this is the world famous furniture market, and you think to yourself, well, what does that mean? If you've been to a flea market or a furniture market, you've probably got one thing in your head. No, this is. How many buildings? 5?
I think it's 5 buildings.
Gigantic.
I think it's a total like 3 million square feet of space. It's insane.
It's insane. And it is a world-renowned furniture city.
Right across the street?
Buffalo.
The Buffalo Roam.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And between there and the Buffalo are usually people out drinking moonshine out of the back of their truck. I do remember that being a big deal the first year that I had the chance to go there. But the results, and we had 364 unique players in this one, and in women's, it was Cheyenne Bubenheim. Congratulations, grabs her first women's purple jersey, her second purple jersey of the season over Kelsey Turner. Kim Jackson takes third in the women's. Seniors, it was Carl Morgan over Gary Bearpaw, I believe. Yeah, and Daryl Macon comes in third. Yeah, so Carl Morgan, congratulations. In juniors challenger, Javier Valencia over Emma Parker. In juniors premier, Lonnie Campos over Parker Burgett. Chase Hollis takes third. Co-ed doubles, Kim Jackson and Gary Bearpaw. That's a formidable team to be certain. Over Kennedy Meineke and Sebastian Barger. Cheyenne Bubenheim and Lonnie Campos take third in co-ed doubles. In the quads blind draw, Robbie Burton, Jay Artist, Tommy Hewick, and Luke Weisner over Trey Howard, Dustin Harper, Zach Roberts, and Paxton Lindley in the quads. And let's see, in the big blind draw, Jax Lamoten and Kanan Culberson take the top spot there over Hunter Yacklin and Scott Etheridge. And in the monster big blind draw there, Kalen Vest and River Green. How about that?
River Green in there, baby.
In there in the big blind draw over Lane McMullen and Tristan Priest. So congratulations there. One of our first 2 ever Monster Big Blind draws. And congratulations to Kalen and River. In World's Doubles, Tier 2, it was Cody Pierce and Darian Gardner. In Tier 3, Blake Justice and Matthew Cruz take the top spot. John Reynolds and Ethan Reeves take Tier 4, and Tyler Oakes and Danielle Dowell take Tier 5. So some new names in there, and that's kind of cool to see, holding up some little hardwood and the bags that are being used to accomplish that. Zach Dawson and Colby Baskins tied with Jeff McIntosh and Darren Obenchain for 7th. Mike Rose and Kalen Vest tied with Kim Jackson and Cheyenne Bubenheim, who were teamed up for doubles. That's a pretty much a power couple right there.
It's a nice power couple right there. For sure.
To see if that team stays together in some other majors coming up. Jaden Porter and Cameron Clark in 4th. Doug Parker and Lonnie Campos take 3rd. And then it was Jarrett Scott and Joel Gonzalez facing off against Sebastian Barger and Tyler Goodwin. Barger and Goodwin take the top spot in world doubles and singles. Tier 2, Coyote Rogers. Congratulations. Ethan Reeves takes Tier 3. John Reynolds takes Tier 4. And Joe Hartline takes Tier 5. And then you've got, these are some big names in here in world singles. Josh Holland and Mick Hoaxang tied for 7th. Parker Burgett and Dustin Arant tied for 5th. Scotty Ball takes 4th. I haven't seen his name pop up in a minute. Zach Dawson 3rd. And then it was Sebastian Barger and Lonnie Campos, and that was a double dip situation, if I'm not mistaken.
Lonnie did the duty,
and Lonnie got it done. He got it done.
I love it, man. I love to hear that.
But Sebastian,
he's a good kid.
Yeah, absolutely, and it just continued to pound away. He's top 1 or 2 in almost everything he's played in this entire season. Rarely have I seen his name down below. And he's going to be out throwing again as the defending king this weekend.
Dude, you're pitching when you are able to double dip Sebastian. Sebastian is the beast that we all know he is. So.
Absolutely, yep. And so congratulations to Lonnie Campos for taking the top spot there in Tupelo. This weekend, we're going to be heading off. We got 2 majors again this weekend. Weston Lake Vegas Major, which, again, keep hearing great things about the facility.
I'm excited.
There.
I'm going to be going out there.
And that's going to be what you and Hal and Candler
and Mann
Michael
will be out there. Yep.
And I think Kim Jackson's going to be out at that one as well.
Kim is going to be out there now at that one, yeah.
Stovation's bags, Zero bags. I'm guessing Zero is going to be handling the streaming. I think we're going to, Sean, we need to get a hold of you to make sure that we've got all the resources that you need to make that happen. But we'll catch up with you here before that happens. So looking forward to that one. And then Heinerman and I are going to be rolling northeast to Manheim, Pennsylvania. We're going to be at the original Spooky Nook. Chris Clark, April Clemens, Tammy and Junior Williams, Jesse and Barry Hempy, all going to be there.
Wow, you got an A team out there, A++ team right out there, man.
I know, and you made. I feel sorry because you guys had an A team until he decided to come out to Vegas, and then it dropped you down a letter grade. Man bags are going to be there. I think Revo, Cornhole, Average Joe's. It'll be good to see them. Hammer Time and RTP Cornhole are going to be in Manheim as well. So looking forward to that one. And that is going to be a good one. Now, before we get into some of the other upcoming majors and what's going on, I believe I had gotten a hold of Tracy Pyle and the Whole Nation crew, and I think we've got a shot of the week, and it's a mystery shot of the week.
A mystery
for me.
Shot
Typically, I know who it is in advance.
I'm listening. I'm hearing.
Our speculation is that this is the mystery Whole Nation shot of the week.
Welcome to this segment brought to you by Whole Nation. I'm your host, Rich Pyle. I'm going to show you a cornhole shot from a recent tournament. A pivotal shot. A game-changing shot. A shot you don't get to see every day. Check out this shot of the week.
This shot of the week comes to us from the ACO Tupelo Major, where Lonnie Campos and Sebastian Barger are head-to-head in this singles championship match. Sebastian was in the king seat, but Lonnie took down the first game, so this is the do-or-die game, when Lonnie pulls off this incredible roll collect shot, while leaving Sebastian's bags in front of the hole collecting dust. Great shot, Lonnie.
Thanks for watching this week's Shot of the Week. Now let's turn it back over to the Taco Show with Frank and Finn at the ACO World Headquarters. Frank, Finn?
All right, so there you have it. I'm as surprised as you are.
Whoa.
Or am I? I don't know.
Hell of a shot. Hell of a shot.
Or
shots.
Or not.
Could have been shots.
Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Bottom line is, appreciate Whole Nation, as always, coming up with Shot of the Week and the voluminous content that they deliver week in and week out for the cornhole world, not just ACO driven. So we mentioned Manheim, we mentioned the Weston Lake Las Vegas Major, and this one, both of these you can still get on Scoreholio and sign up for a division all the way up until we get rolling. And again, don't forget you got the Monster Big Blind Draw Friday at 11 to get everything kind of started for those who are not playing in other divisions. So understand that. But then, God, it's hard to believe, man. It feels like we were just talking about getting into not just the new season starting in September, but just 2025. And Thanksgiving is next weekend.
We're done, man.
We're
crazy. Done. It's cooked. 2026 is here.
Unbelievable. So South Bend will be our traditional Thanksgiving weekend with the ACO family. So looking forward to being there. Again, it'll be a hustle, get set up on Friday and knock it out on Friday, get through Saturday. Hopefully everybody has a good opportunity to spend some time with their family on Thursday, the ACO family on Friday and Saturday. Then we move into December, the Fresno major out on the West Coast. So again, we're bouncing all over the country to make sure everybody's got access to majors that wants them. The Dallas Major, again, December 12th and 13th, has been canceled due to a fire damage at AJ Sports Complex in Dallas. More on rescheduling that first of what would be 2 in the Dallas area if we have that for you. But we do know that second one in April is being planned to run as scheduled, whether it's at
right
AJ's
now.
or not, depending upon their recovery.
Yep.
So after that, then it's Fort Smith, and this is one you keep talking about.
Yeah,
Fort Smith.
I mean, I've not actually. I did the field visit to land this place and stuff for us, and I absolutely love that.
I know
little
you love
town.
the facility.
Love the
and whole
facility.
thing,
Love the
yeah.
hotels nearby. Last year, the crew that went down there had a blast with it. Bunch of people got dressed up, with Santa
Christmas.
gear and Christmas gear and stuff like that. So hopefully we have that same thing going on. The cool thing, Finn, that I was saying to you the other week, I think on the taco, was that Fort Smith is at least a good alternative for those players that were planning on playing in Dallas.
Oh, Dallas, yeah.
To go over and play in Fort Smith because it's very close to Dallas.
Yep. And then that all leads us to Christmas week to spend with our families. And then right after that, we celebrate the brand new year 2026. Hard to believe. We say the back half of the season, but it's a little more than half. But we will be back in Thronesboro, Kentucky, and that's going to be the Super Major and Pro Series skins January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So whatever kind of something special we can plan for your New Year's, we will do it and we will let you know. But come ready to party and come ready to kick off 2026, a year that we expect to be better for all involved. So we look forward to seeing you at the Super Major January 9th and 10th. We're in Beloit.
So, Beloit. I mean, I'm glad you popped that one up, man. So here's the thing about Beloit that I think we might have talked about on a previous show, right? I mean, I think this is the last time I believe that we're going to be in the current venue that we're at in Beloit, and that venue is a lot of fun. I mean, it's it's a difficult place to set up, but it's just a fun little venue. So if you've never played Beloit, come and experience Beloit as it is today, because in the future it'll be far superior, as we'll be at that new casino resort that's going on out there. So love to see some people get out there to Beloit, because it sells out every year because we can only fit like 128 people.
Yeah, and that'll be nice. And that's always, I mean, people always ask, why do we go here? Why do we go there? Well, you start somewhere, and then ideally you build and you grow and you expand into other opportunities. And what I think the thing that I've noticed too, I mean, I've been doing this with you for 45 years.
Long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But the thing that I have noticed is cities that we go to, that the first time we go there, they're talking about what's going to be developed.
Right.
Then the next time we go, ground has been broken on what's going to be developed. Then the next time we go, the spine, and Owensboro is the one that I'm thinking of, but a lot of cities, it's like, well, that's where we're probably going to end up being, or this is an opportunity for more hotels, or this or that. So we are growing and watching the cities that we go to grow right alongside with us. So as they grow, we have the opportunity to do the same thing. And ideally, that's why I like seeing a schedule that has so many cities that everyone really likes. And then every once in a while, there's just something new peppered in there for you to go discover. I mean, we talk about Medford all the time, but I mean, some of the other cities that have popped up over the last couple of seasons that everybody loves and maybe would never have visited.
It was interesting because I told you I picked up Clinton Bilo coming back from Tupelo, right?
At the
He was
airport,
driving the truck and doing all that good stuff for us. I picked him up after we dropped the truck off to be serviced and took him over to the Cincinnati airport. But along the way, I mean, he was talking just about that. He was like, dude, I had a blast in Tupelo, he's telling me. And he's like, come to think of it, I've never really not had a good time in any of the cities that I've been to. I mean, they've all been uniquely different. There's always something, that's going on. And so to your point, I mean, these cities are spectacular that we go into, whether it's Knoxville, whether it's, Medford, Oregon, or whether it's,
think about down in
Hamilton,
Louisiana,
Ohio,
and it could be the food.
Lake Charles.
It could be, in Hamilton at Spooky Nook, Heinerman and I walked the one day for lunch, and it was 0.4 of a mile to walk and to get up to that strip where there was just so much to do.
Yeah.
But you could leave your car and you could just walk and go do. I mean, Tulsa, we found a lot of cool little places to go in Tulsa. We got malorted in Tulsa amongst some other cities, but just little. And you talk about the food in Louisiana, and we talked, the food trucks in Oregon and the stuff that's going on in California. And we're looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing Mannheim and seeing the original Spooky Nook, because the one that's here in our kind of home base is modeled off of that one. There's now a third one. So, as we continue, and then we have the different ones like we've talked about in Punta Gorda, and opportunity to kind of get down and feel our way down around Florida and continue to give opportunities. When we did Panama City Beach, I got to go visit a buddy of mine who's lived down there for 25 years.
That's the guy that has the plane too, or something, right?
And so it's great opportunities that you might say, oh, well, hell, I never even thought I would go there, but you might know somebody or be related to somebody that's close, and then you have an opportunity to visit, whatever. The bottom line is the way everything's scheduled is to give as much opportunity to get out and expand and play and bring as many people into a major as possible. And that grid logic that the directors are using to plan out the areas that you want to be in charge of is a great way then for us to kind of map out. And you can look on that grid logic and see where our majors are, as I used the phrase before, peppered in around the country, so you can see the proximity. Because I think a lot of times, and I'm guilty of this as anybody, like you say Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I'm like, where is that like 1,000 miles away? And then I look on the map and I'm like, oh no, it's just right there. It's directly across from, or it's directly up from, because I'm as guilty. Like they always talk about flyover states. People on the West Coast don't even know where Ohio is,
right?
Or whatever. But when you look at it and you lay it out in this grid logic, there is so much territory,
like that,
able to be done. I mean,
centralized Tulsa was there this year.
It was right dead nut center of the country. But this forces your brain to start to absorb that. So, you get to experience things you never thought you would. Was it Cedar Rapids? Was it Cedar Rapids or Rapid City? Cedar Rapids that we went to a handful of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I would have never, ever gone to Cedar Rapids, ever. Because I didn't know anything about it. We had a blast.
Yeah.
That was
Bob Heil and those guys.
Oh my God.
We had were you with us when we had the all you could drink?
All you could drink beers, yes. Well, I was for a while, and then I think I was for a while. But yeah, that was the place where they had the Busch Light tap handle made out of a corn cob that looked like a corn cob. And this is our Minnesota Fats over here, went in and destroyed everyone in billiards at that same bar. But and was that the one? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the one where we had to flip the venue because we were going to play in the larger venue, but we were able to make the change because of weather, because Primus was supposed to play an outdoor show and they moved them into.
Well, they moved them, but
they asked us if it was okay.
We weren't going to be outside, but yes, we were in that spot. Yeah, they moved the.
So they had the big arena, which is where we were going to play.
Here.
So we got moved over into the conference part of it. But I thought it was cool. They called and asked your permission. And you go, do you think it'd be okay if we moved you in the other room so we can move this outdoor show inside to where you are planning to be? And I remember, I think I rode with you because I remember you looking at me and go, Primus? And I'm like, yeah. It's okay. We'll let Primus take our spot. The funny thing is, all we asked for was all access backstage passes and the ability to sit on the stage during the show. Nah, we didn't get it.
Nothing happened.
But that was.
We still had a great tournament.
That was kind of funny. Oh no, the tournament was fantastic. But that was, I think that was.
Wait, that might have been my greatest victory of all time. Do you remember that one?
It was. Yeah, it was.
Calling you Aaron Candler.
Yeah. We won't call you Chuck Norris on that one. We'll call you Aaron Candler. That's some of the fun. Do we still have that video? Somewhere
we're gonna bring that back.
We have to find that video. I've never seen somebody. Here's two things I know about that particular circumstance and you in general. There is no worse winner on the planet Earth than him. None. And there was no worse loser in that particular day than Candler. I about peed myself laughing because we streamed it. We decided to stream it. He got so mad and he ran off camera and they were like, bah, bah, bah. And I'm like, oh God, I don't think we can do that.
Love that, dude. That was such a good time though, baby.
Good. But that's all right. Man. That's all right. Well, this gives us an opportunity to get back to Candler winning ways, which if you're just joining us and you're wondering, what is this that he's wearing? I'd like to end where we began. in that is
Finn is a champion.
I am a champion. Maybe not cornhole, but at least in shuffleboard.
A shuffleboard champ.
This is the other version of that same jersey. Thanks to Cress and Austin. Kerr, appreciate you. Right. This is the formal version in cursive if I'm invited to a state dinner or something.
We might need to get a shuffleboard sponsor so they can get a few shuffleboards at our world championships, right, so we can run little side gigs over there.
The last time we played, though, when we were in Medford, there was so much. If you've played shuffleboard, you know that salt or whatever, that powder that they put down.
Usually it's like
there was so
sand
much,
or something.
Oh my God. There was so much on this thing. It was shooting up rooster tails. And we had to play where you had to find the little
snow plowing
shit toward the dead spot to get it to spin, to turn, to go this way. Now, it was so much fun.
I love shuffleboard.
It was a lot of fun. Game. And thanks to the Kerrs. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. So anyway, we got off on a tangent on Beloit. We got Knoxville, January 23rd and 24th, January 30th and 31st, back out to Medford for the aforementioned. And if you get out to that one, go play some shuffleboard. And if you've earned your shot at the champ, I'll make my way back out there and we'll give you an opportunity to take the belt. So I think that pretty much wraps up everything. Again, congratulations to Caleb and Adrian for the new addition to the Hurt Locker. I tell you, it's kind of crazy to see people that I saw playing in juniors now having kids. Yeah.
Married, having their own home.
Yeah, listen, you hear that? Yeah, that was my hip snapping right there. But Grandma and Grandpap, congratulations to you. Again, if you've got anything, whether it's for regionals, photos, results, whatever, send it to taco@americancornhole.com. Any kind of life events that you want to share with us, birthdays, whatever. That's kind of what this is really all about. It's a chance for us to get together digitally and share the ACO family news. So we want to do that for everyone. It's wide open to anybody. If you've got something you want to share with us, please do. And speaking of sharing, we do have to share the Mississippi Ninjas picks for this coming weekend for both Vegas and Mannheim, so we'll let him do that here to wrap up the taco. But in the meantime, I'm Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO and shuffleboard champion extraordinaire numero uno.
Nice job.
With my man Frank here's the cornhole dude, and Heinerman behind the scenes, as always, reminding you, very simply,
keep on pitching.
Welcome to another episode of Time to Fill. This week we are headed to two majors again. We're headed to Pocatello, Idaho, and Tupelo, Mississippi. Let's get started with Pocatello, Idaho. In women, I'm going with Juana Koresh to take this field down. In seniors, I'm going with Timmy Key to take this field down, but watch out for Mike Worth here. In co-ed, I'm going with Karsten Morris, teaming up with Chandra Hamlin to take this field down. And in doubles, I'm going with Kevin Mesa, teaming with Hagen Lords. What a team that's going to be. And either one of them could win seniors, but I'm going to go with Hagen Lords, with Kevin Mesa and Karsten Morris also in this field. That's going to be my picks for Pocatello, Idaho. Now we're headed to my favorites, Tupelo, Mississippi. This field is stacked. It is loaded. Let's get started. In women, I'm going with Kelsey Turner. But watch out for Kim Jackson, Cheyenne Bubeheim, Kennedy Meineke. But watch out, ladies, the return of Maddie McBride and Caitlin Ham are in this field, and either one of them can take that down. In seniors, I'm going with Daryl Macon, but watch out for Doug McClure and a red-hot Rich Jones in this field. In juniors, I'm going with Lonnie Campos to take this field down, but watch out for Chase Hollis in this field. In co-ed, I'm going with the team. Let me get my notes here with the team of Cheyenne Bubeheim and Lonnie Campos to take this field down. But this field is loaded. Kim Jackson, Gary Bearball, Kobe Baskins, Maddie McBride, Daryl Macon, Kelsey Turner. In doubles, I'm going with Zach Dawson, Kobe Baskins, the Slim Reapers take this field down. Well, watch out for Douglas Parker and Lonnie Campos. Lonnie can finish any of these. Watch out for Sebastian Barger and the Amish. And also Gary Bearball and Jacob Foreman, who I've picked 1,000 times. I've never even seen them show up yet. So anyway, they're supposedly in this field. And in singles, I'm going with the king of cornhole, Sebastian Barger, to take this field down. But watch out for Gary Bearball, Lonnie Campos, Cheyenne Bubeheim, who finished second in the Albertville one. Anyway, that's going to be my picks this week for Time to Field. If you think I should pick you, prove me wrong.
Hi, I'm Rich Pyle, the host of Hole Nation, where we share everything this cornhole and a lot more. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and catch our new videos every Wednesday at 7. And remember, whether it's sticky or slick side down, bring it.